Thanks for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Hi everybody. Today we're going to do a review of the Ausranvik 54 quart mini fridge and freezer. My intention is to use this in an emergency with a solar panel and a 300 watt solar generator to provide endless power to this mini fridge. I have done it with the 37 quart Ausranvik and a 60 watt solar panel and a Ninja Bat 300 watt solar generator. Now we're going to try it with this. So we'll get this out of the box and we'll get back to you. Okay, so it comes with this little package, which I'm sure contains the power supply and the 12 volt adapter. Also, I want to point out in here that it has a drain plug, so you can easily drain it. All right, we'll get back to you once we get the handles on. All right, now we showed you what it looks like inside. If you didn't notice, it's got two separate areas. The larger being the freezer section, and the smaller is the refrigerator section. Probably only holds, I think, about 8 cans of beer or sodas or something like that. But you can make it all a refrigerator. It's just a matter of the temperature you set at. If you set it at 40 degrees, it's going to all be refrigerator. If you set it at 0 degrees, it'll be all freezer. I mean, it'll be freezer and refrigerator. So it also comes with a manual, 12 volt adapter. I'm sorry, 12 volt adapter, and 110 volt adapter. Now, it's my intention to use it with the 12 volt because it is a 12 volt appliance, and using it the other way, plugging it into the solar generator, will make it have to convert it from 12 volts to 110 volts and back. Anyway, we're gonna set this up outside and run it till tomorrow without having it plugged into the wall at all, just using the solar generator and the solar panels. Mind you, we don't have a clear view of the southern sky. We're going to be pointing our solar panels towards the east, and it's in shade. So we'll see what happens. We'll get back to you.
Okay, so this is the reading for the DC power going into the refrigerator. Before, it wouldn't show at all. It had the output and it would just say 0 watts, and then I plugged it into the AC and unplugged it and put it back into the DC, and now it's working. So here's the reading. I wanted to show you all how to work the Ausranvik fridge and freezer. So right now, if you look right here, you can see the lock, and that means that you can't mess with any of the settings or anything. But if you hold down the unlock button, it unlocks, and you can mess with the temperature and tap that, and it switches it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And up here it shows which mode it's on. And eco mode just uses up less power, and then max is using as much power as possible, and you just tap between these. Stop is what it shows, stop, but that only changes when you turn the power off, you know? So then if you hold the unlock button again, it locks it. I don't know what the battery protection thing does. I never knew what the battery protection thing does. We have a different version of this fridge, and it has all the same controls, but I never knew what this battery protection thing does. But that's all. Okay, so we got the solar panel here, with the solar generator over here. Having a little trouble with it because we wanted it so it would like show the output, but if you look at it, it just shows 0 watts, even though the refrigerator right here is getting power. It's super weird, but it's working, and it's supposed to show input as well, but let me show you again, it doesn't do that at all, which kind of sucks. But other than that, it's working out. I don't know if the solar panel's working, but I know that that and the solar generator are.
Well, as it turned out, there's no trouble with the device. I think it was just the sequence in which we plugged things in, because I had him set up the solar generator and the solar panel while we brought the machine down to temperature, which happened surprisingly fast. It went down to 3 degrees in 30 minutes or so. It was pretty awesome, actually. Anyway, so just wanted to clarify that there's no issue. It just was our ineptitude and unfamiliarity with the devices that didn't give us a readout. But once we got it reading out, right now it looks like it's taking more power out than it's putting in, but we'll see if it's still able to do that. I could elevate the solar panels, but today is very windy. If you can hear in the background, there's wind chimes clanging around all over the place. Well, that's because of the wind. And the only place I have to elevate that solar panel is on my rollout awning, and I don't want to damage my awning. So we're just going to have to do it the way it's doing it. We'll get back to you. Bye. As you can see, the input is 0, the output is 40 watts, and the power is at 84%. The input is in full shade, that's why the 0% input. When we're in full sun, we generally get about 40 watts input and 40 watts output, which negates each other. It just keeps the battery charged on the Rockpals 300. So as long as there's more of that during the day than there is just plain discharging, then things will work out and we'll be able to run uninterrupted basically forever. As long as there's more clouds than there is sun during the day, and it doesn't get it doesn't take very long at all to charge it back up, even if it gets down to like 80%, maybe 30-45 minutes of sun. So it really doesn't require full sun all day, just enough to keep it charged up. All right, so there we go. We'll get back to you. We're gonna let it run all night and see how it does. Well, I don't know if Patrick turned off the unit or what. I told him to unplug the solar panels and fold them up since they weren't drawing any sun right now. It's nighttime. But I got up this morning early, and 5 o'clock I went out there and it's just off. So I turned it on and there was still 79% battery left. I don't know how long it was off, but it should have been able to run all night with that 79% battery, and then, pick it back up in the morning and start charging with the solar panels once the sun came up. But at this point, the test is kind of ruined. But we're still going to go ahead and charge the thing up with the solar panels this morning and see how long it takes to do that. I'm certain it would have run all night, but I've got it going again right now. Sun comes up at 7:21, so that's 2 hours and 21 minutes at least that it will have run, and I'll let you know what the battery was at when I plug in the solar panels. We'll get back to you.
Well, we had to turn it on max during the night because, well, it went out at like 79% during the night, so we had to turn it on max so that the mini fridge over here would get back to its temperature. But we plugged it back into the solar panel that's up here now so it can get more sun. I can't really show you. Where is it? Okay. It's up here. So it can get more sun. And it was at 79, but when we plugged it back in and turned the refrigerator on max, it went down to 62%. Now it's back up to 70. And it's getting some pretty good input and output. Not as good as it was last night, or yesterday. It's about 1 now. So, yep.
Okay, so my conclusions are that it's inconclusive. I'm pretty sure that the Rockpals 300 and this AOSOR 100 watt folding solar panel will be able to keep up with the power needed to power that mini freezer, even on freezer mode, on eco mode. If you use it on max, it will draw it down pretty quick. But for some reason it did cut out during the night. I don't know what that reason is. I think it's because the battery protection mode on the mini fridge was set at high. Now that I've changed it to low, it's no longer doing that. And because the 12-volt socket on the Rockpals, I believe, is unregulated. So, in any case, I think for the most part, yes, you can power a mini freezer on freezer mode indefinitely using the Rockpals, provided that you have enough sun to do it. If you don't have enough sun, you're not going to be able to do it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.